properly size the wiring and circuit breaker for a 119-gallon water heater equipped with two 4,500-watt heating elements, you need to follow a series of calculations based on electrical codes and safety practices. Firstly, determine the total wattage of the heating elements. Since there are two 4,500-watt elements, the total wattage is 2 times 4,500, which equals 9,000 watts. Secondly, find the voltage of the water heater, which is typically 240 volts in many residential settings. Thirdly, calculate the current draw of the water heater. To do this, divide the total wattage by the voltage. So, 9,000 watts divided by 240 volts equals 37.5 amps. Since the water heater is considered a continuous load, you must apply a continuous load multiplier. According to electrical codes, continuous loads are defined as loads that operate for 3 hours or more. For continuous loads, the current must be increased by 125% to account for the sustained demand. Therefore, multiply the current draw by 1.25, which is 37.5 amps, times 1.25, which equals 46.875 amps. Now that you have the required current for the continuous load, you can determine the appropriate wire size. Consult the National Electrical Code, also known as NEC tables, to find the ampacity of different wire sizes. For a current of 46.875 amps, you need a wire that is rated to handle at least that amount of current. Based on NEC table 310.15.16, number 6 THHN copper wire is typically rated for 55 amps at 75 degrees Celsius. This wire size is suitable for this application because it exceeds the required current of 46.875 amps. Keep in mind that the specific ampacity of a wire depends on its insulation type and the ambient temperature. Always refer to the NEC tables for accurate values. Finally, select the appropriate circuit breaker size. The circuit breaker must protect the wire from overcurrents, but it should not trip under normal operating conditions. The NEC specifies that the circuit breaker should be sized to protect the wire, but it cannot exceed the wire's ampacity. In this case, you are using number 6 THHN wire, which is rated for 55 amps. The next standard size down is a 40 amp circuit breaker, which is commonly used. Using a 40 amp breaker ensures that the breaker will trip if the current exceeds 40 amps, protecting the wire from overheating and potential damage. Therefore, based on these calculations and considerations, you should use number 6 THHN wire and a 40 amp circuit breaker to safely and effectively power your 119-gallon water heater with two 4,500-watt heating elements. Always consult the local electrical codes and regulations, as they may have specific requirements that differ from the general guidelines. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the installation. This ensures that the work is done safely and in compliance with all applicable codes. In summary, firstly, calculate the total wattage of the heating elements. Secondly, determine the voltage of the water heater. Thirdly, calculate the current draw by dividing the total wattage by the voltage. Fourthly, apply the continuous load multiplier of 125% to the current draw. Fifthly, select the appropriate wire size based on the continuous load current in NEC tables. Sixthly, choose the appropriate circuit breaker size to protect the wire from overcurrents. By following these steps, you can ensure that your water heater is wired safely and correctly. Remember, safety is paramount when working with electricity. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any electrical components, and use appropriate safety equipment such as insulated gloves and safety glasses. If you have any doubts or concerns, consult with a qualified electrician. In addition to the wire size and circuit breaker, other factors can affect the performance and safety of the water heater installation. These factors include the type of wiring used, the length of the wire run, and a grounding system. Ensure that you use the correct type of wiring for the application and that the wire is properly grounded. The length of the wire run can also affect the voltage drop, which can reduce the performance of the water heater. To minimize voltage drop, use a larger wire size or shorten the wire run. Grounding is essential for safety. It provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which trips the circuit breaker and prevents electrical shock. Ensure that the water heater is properly grounded according to the NEC requirements. Regular maintenance is also important for the safe and efficient operation of the water heater. Periodically inspect the wiring, circuit breaker, and heating elements for any signs of damage or wear. If you notice any problems, have them repaired by a qualified electrician. Sediment buildup in the water heater tank can also reduce its efficiency and lifespan. Flush the tank periodically to remove sediment and prevent corrosion. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your water heater is installed and maintained safely and efficiently. Remember to always prioritize safety when working with electricity and consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards for electrical installations. It is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Familiarize yourself with the latest edition of the NEC and follow its guidelines when working with electricity. Local electrical codes may also have specific requirements that differ from the NEC. Check with your local building department to ensure that your installation complies with all applicable codes. Proper planning is essential for successful water heater installation. Before you start, carefully consider the location of the water heater, the size of the tank, and the electrical requirements. Make sure that the location is accessible for maintenance and repairs. The size of the tank should be appropriate for your hot water needs. If you have a large family or use a lot of hot water, you may need a larger tank. The electrical requirements will determine the size of the wire and circuit breaker needed. Consider these factors when planning your water heater installation. In addition to the electrical considerations, plumbing is also an important aspect of water heater installation. The water heater must be connected to the water supply and the drain line. Ensure that the plumbing connections are properly made and that there are no leaks. Use appropriate plumbing materials and techniques to prevent corrosion and ensure long-lasting installation. Insulation is another important factor to consider. Insulating the water heater tank and the hot water pipes can reduce heat loss and save energy. Use insulation materials that are designed for hot water applications and follow the manufacturer's instructions. Proper insulation can significantly reduce your energy bills. When selecting a water heater, consider its energy efficiency rating. Water heaters are rated based on their energy factor, also known as EF, which is a measure of their overall efficiency. A higher EF rating indicates a more efficient water heater. Choose a water heater with a high EF rating to save energy and reduce your carbon footprint. Water heaters are available in different types, including electric, gas, and tankless models. Each type has its own advantages and disadvantages. Electric water heaters are generally less expensive to purchase but may have higher operating costs. Gas water heaters are more efficient but require a gas line connection. Tankless water heaters provide hot water on demand but may have a higher initial cost. Consider your needs and preferences when selecting a water heater type. Installing a water heater can be a complex task, especially if you are not familiar with electrical and plumbing work. If you are not comfortable performing the installation yourself, it is best to hire a qualified plumber or electrician. They have the expertise and experience to ensure that the installation is done safely and correctly. A professional installation can save you time, money, and potential headaches in the long run. After the water heater is installed, test it to ensure that it is working properly. Check the water temperature and make sure that the hot water is flowing correctly. Inspect the plumbing and electrical connections for any leaks or loose connections. If you notice any problems, have them corrected immediately. Regular testing and maintenance can help to prevent problems and extend the life of your water heater. Remember to always follow safety precautions when working with electricity and plumbing. Turn off the power and water supply before starting any work. Wear appropriate safety gear such as gloves and safety glasses. If you are not sure how to do something, consult with a qualified professional. Safety should always be your top priority. Properly sizing the wire and circuit breaker for a water heater is crucial for safety and performance. By following the steps outlined in this guide and consulting with qualified professionals, you can ensure that your water heater is installed and maintained correctly. This will provide you with years of reliable hot water and peace of mind. Always refer to the latest edition of the NEC and local electrical codes for the most up-to-date information and requirements. The information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice.